mushrooms, you will make the most. Honestly though, that's a funny comment. I'm not even gonna cap. And I just want to talk about the current state of the world. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but we all know what's going on. At the end of the day, everyone knows that we have to come together, unite, and become one nation. But I'm not gonna talk about that. What I'm gonna talk about is something that you gotta do before the group work. The group work meaning the work where we all need to unite, and that is individual work. We can't expect to change the world around us if we don't have internal change. Go through hard work. You gotta push yourself. If you're not pushing yourself, you're just living the easy life, and then it's easy to comment hate speech on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube videos. Yes sir, what's good chat? Welcome back to another video. How are you guys all doing today? Drinking my pre-workout, about to hit a crazy chest and shoulder gym session. Ouch. Like the title of this video says, people comment stuff under my videos, my TikToks, and my Instagrams, and a lot of it, is motivational stuff like, yo, keep going, one day you're gonna get big and all that, and I truly appreciate that. Like, you guys don't know how much of an impact positive comments have, so thank you to everyone that takes their time out of the day to watch my video and write a comment down and like the video. That truly means a lot. On the road to 1,000 subscribers, inshallah. So you have the people that write positive comments, and then you have the people that have constructive criticism, which is also truly appreciated. Like, if I'm doing something wrong, I want you guys to let me know. If you guys want to see more of something or less of something, and that's really great because the feedback is going to help me grow as a channel. And then you have the people that are just pure hate, and at the beginning, hate comments would get to me. I would be like, bro, why are you writing a hate comment? Like, what did I do so bad for you to take your time out of the day and write this comment about me? But over time you adapt, and it's just a comment at the end of the day. But if you guys didn't know, I'm Muslim. My content isn't catered around Islam or being a Muslim, but I do hold Islamic values as a priority. I don't speak much upon Islamic values and Islamic rulings and all that. However, I do show you guys me going to the mosque, me praying, me leading Tarawih. So I went to Michigan and I went to a beautiful mosque over there. It cost around $20 million for them to build this mosque. So I took a video of it in one of my vlogs and also cut it up and posted on my TikTok and my Instagram. If you guys haven't, make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And then the video I posted on TikTok about the mosque got so many Islamophobic comments. Like, I had to delete a lot of them, but I kept some up because I just wanted to show you guys what these comments are. And I don't know, they're funny to me. Like, people thought them commenting this is gonna ruin my day. And also, make sure you guys watch the ending of this video. I talk a lot about the current state of the world and how we can fix it. And I know you guys are gonna take a lot from it because it's coming from a total different perspective. Like, people talk about how, we should unite as a community and all that, but I talk about what needs to happen before we can unite as a community, and that's on the level of an individual. So I recommend you guys to please watch the ending of this video, and I hope it motivates and encourages you guys. But yeah, let's get to some of these comments. Okay, so this is my TikTok, the_Hanzala. Make sure y'all go and follow my TikTok. But as you guys can see, I just take out little snippets of my videos and I post them on my TikTok. So here's the video. Beautiful mosque in Michigan. So Bob's Burger said, did someone say bacon? I love bacon, by the way. Turkey bacon. And then someone replied under there, laughing. Okay. Don't hire, don't rent, don't buy. Don't really get that one, but it is what it is. Derek, thank you, Derek. May Allah bless you all. May God punish child predators and their wives. I agree with that 100%. Well, maybe not their wives, but the other part I agree with. Mid. Okay, we're gonna go past that one. That's pretty bad. This is the reason I'll be moving out of Michigan. Well, if that's the reason, I hope you find a nice, beautiful home somewhere else. Make Michigan American again. I'm pretty sure Michigan is in America, and there's a lot of Americans in Michigan. And even the Muslims that are in Michigan, they're Americans. So I don't really get what you're trying to say. It's good boys like you who let us in. Does not bode well for the future. Don't really get those two. Never forget 9/11. Okay, Satan's church. All right, okay. Gregory Hillbrand actually commented twice. If there was more resistance to this, it would not be there. Stop accepting everything. Your world will vanish soon. I don't really get what you're trying to say, Gregory. There's around 1 to 2 billion Muslims in the world, and the ones that you might see on the news and the internet, whatever, you could look up other scholars talking about them. They're very misguided, and other scholars have more to say about them, which I don't want to say. If I give you my true opinion, I condemned everything they're doing. I don't think they're Muslims. They grew up in a very poor society. They were brainwashed from young children to misinterpret verses and stuff. I don't think that little 0.1% of the population are a good representation of Muslims as a whole, because all of us, the ones that follow the book and the sunnah of the prophet, we know what true Islam is, and Islam in itself means peace, and we come with peace. So we're not really trying to take over anything. House of Satan Cookie 1972. Let me just look at his page. Cookie 1972. Okay, old ass dude. Let's see. Bro, like,
what was the TV series of the year?
Yeah. No, whatever. Will be leveled after, okay? Truck Guy 20, you know? I don't think you could just go around leveling buildings. That's not how it works. What room do you make the bombs? Yo, that was crazy. What room do you make the bombs in? Oh my god, bro. Yo, honestly though, that's a funny comment. I'm not even gonna cap. That's a funny comment, Jerry. It's called the bomb room. Get some ham. I don't know why they think these pig jokes are gonna be offensive. Like, bro, I don't eat pig. I don't care if you want to say get some ham, go eat bacon. I'm gonna bring bacon. Like, I'm not scared of bacon. Like, if you show me bacon, I'm not gonna run away. Bacon is just bacon. It's food that I don't eat. Wear this ribbon to help cure Islam. It's a bacon ribbon. Okay. Plain old dude. Okay, that's disgusting. I'm just a single dad taking it one day at a time. I could tell you're single because you got a lot of time to be taking a screenshot of a pig's butt from Google and posting it under my comment section. Making a buck in cities you want to destroy. No one wants to destroy Michigan. I love Michigan, bro. Yeah, this dude is kind of scary though. 21st century invaders don't use swords or guns. Going there with my bacon, beer, and fishing pole. What is bacon beer? Can you mix bacon and alcohol together? Michigan has fallen. Deport. High on ADHD. Oh, he plays Fortnite too. Let's see this clip. You play no build, bro. You're telling me you play Fortnite, but you play no build. Get out of here, bro. We ain't listening to no builders, bro. If you don't play build, or you play blitz, or you play any other game modes, you don't play Fortnite. Yeah, that's all the hate comments on the video. Some of them I deleted. So now we're gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna see you guys there for this crazy chest and shoulder workout. Yes, sir. Yes, we got shoulders and chest on a beautiful Friday. It can't get better than that. And I got a fresh cut. Started off, you know, we always do the pec deck flies for some good pre-exhaustion in the chest for those heavy movements right after. Yeah, I'm about to do 3 sets over here. We got 205 on the stack. Let's go. Whew, feel pumped. All right, so moving on from pre-exhausting the chest, I'm gonna do some plate-loaded chest press. And I didn't know, but this machine is apparently like an OG machine. I think a lot of OG bodybuilders used it. And Jeff Nippert actually got this machine in his new gym. And he said this is one of his favorite machines. It's a hammer strength, plate-loaded incline press. And when I first started using it, I wasn't that much of a fan because I felt like the angle was weird. But as I kept going at it, I was like, yo, this machine is actually fabulous. So we're gonna be doing 3 sets over here. This is my first working set. Like I said in my previous videos, I don't spend too much time warming up, so just put 2 plates on, a quarter, and we're straight to it. All right, second working set, we got 3 plates. I'm gonna see how many I can do here. If I get around like 8 to 10 clean reps, we might add on a quarter, and that's gonna be a new PR. Definitely did not get it. I think we got around like 6 clean reps, and the last like 2 or 3 were partials. Even when I can't do any more reps, I still push that limited amount of range that I have left over. And that's what's gonna differentiate you from someone that stops their set prematurely. So make sure you keep the intensity, you know what I'm saying? I kind of changed my gym philosophy. Like back in the day, I used to come to the gym for like 2 to 3 hours, working out, hitting so much volume. And then I started seeing bodybuilders like Ronnie Coleman saying that they went to the gym for an hour. The best bodybuilder in the world went to the gym for an hour. Just imagine that. And And then all the research out now just says intensity is superior over volume. So that changed my gym philosophy into being like, you know what? I don't need to spend too much time doing junk volume, too much time just wasting sets, energy and all that. Just get to the gym, stay there for an hour, hour and a half max, and just pump out, you know, keep the intensity there, go till failure or 1 rep till failure. And you know, I actually seen a lot more progress from doing that. This is my favorite chest workout of all time. My PR is actually 120 pounds, but you know, since I'm cutting and I'm hella weak, I'm only doing 80 right now. But you know, it's still pretty good right after those heavy plate loaded incline presses. Eight reps. This is heavy. We're moving on to some more isolation cable flying movements. I'm gonna do a lower chest focus cable fly. 3 sets over here. Drops at that. Whew. Okay. We're moving on to some shoulders, especially targeting the side shoulders. We're gonna be doing a triple superset. The first 10 reps like this, then 45 degrees, 10 reps, and then all the way down, hit some rear delts. Okay, 10. Okay, all the way down. Damn. Total of what? 4 sets over here. We got 1 more left. All right, chat. So that concludes the chest workout with a little bit of shoulders at the end. But other than the gym, you know, this channel isn't really about how to do a bench press, how to squat and all that. There's millions and millions of videos out there. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel and teach you guys how to do the basic movements and whatnot. I'm just telling you guys my philosophy of what I'm doing in the gym at the current time that I'm recording this. And I'm showing you guys my fitness journey. When I'm bulking, when I'm cutting, what I'm doing, my calories, with a little bit of entertainment and, you know, food and all that. But what I really want this channel to focus on is how to become the best version of yourself, how to improve as a human being. And you know, I just want to talk about the current state of the world. I'm not going to get too much into it, but we all know what's going on. At the end of the day, everyone knows that we have to come together, unite, and become one nation. But I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is something that you got to do before the group work. The group work meaning the work where we all need to unite, and that is individual work. You need to work on yourself before you can expect to change other people around you, before you can expect to actually have an impact. And that comes with dedication, discipline, hard work, drive, motivation, having goals and all that. You know, if you're just someone sitting at home all day doing nothing, or someone that's just doing the basic things, you know, you're just going to work and coming home, you're not doing anything, or you're just going to the gym and you're not doing anything else, or you're just going to school and you're not doing anything else. You have to put your foot in every single avenue, that being the gym, work, school, family. And for me, as you guys know, I'm a student and I go to the gym, and I love the gym because it's a perfect replication of real life. Because the days you don't want to come, the lifts that actually push you to your limit, the diet that breaks you down mentally and physically, you got to push through that if you want to achieve the physique that you desire. And that's exactly the discipline and dedication you need to actually self-improve. The reason why I love the gym community, is because everyone at the gym has one goal. They just want to get better. So when you see someone at the gym that's a beginner, you don't judge him, because you know you were there once and this person came to the gym because they want to improve their life. So what I'm trying to say from all this is, we can't expect to change the world around us if we we don't have internal change. Go through hard work. You gotta push yourself. If you're not pushing yourself, you're just living the easy life, and then it's easy to comment hate speech on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube videos. Like you guys saw those Islamophobic comments on my TikTok videos. That's easy to do if you have nothing else in your life that you're working towards. When you have discipline, when you have structure, when you have something that you're focused on, you actually love yourself more. And a person who loves themselves is not gonna put themselves in a position of danger. You're not gonna make a dumb mistake in traffic, piss someone off, and then have it turn into something crazy. You're gonna be more passive. You're gonna be like, okay, you know what? This person's angry. I'm gonna let them cut me off. I don't really care. I have something more important that I need to work towards than wasting my energy on this person. You're not gonna be easily offended by other people's comments. You're gonna have tougher skin because after this situation, you're gonna work hard towards whatever goal you have. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Really focus on yourself. Self-discipline, self-love, self-dedication, self-improvement. These things are actually what's gonna help us unite as a whole. Because if every single individual has the same mentality, then I'm telling you, we're all gonna start loving each other. We're gonna be less hateful towards one another, and ultimately we're gonna live in a world full of peace, and that's what we all want. That's why I really love the gym, and I feel like the gym is a perfect place for everyone in the world. If you're depressed, come to the gym. If you got your heart broken, come to the gym. If you're happy, come to the gym. If you're stressed, come to the gym. The gym is just a place where you could release all your energy out on weights, and then the results of that is you look better, you'll feel stronger, you have a clearer mind, and there's so much more. So if you guys take anything from my channel, it's really me trying to show you guys my life, but also me trying to communicate to you guys why I love the gym and why you guys should also love the gym and how it improved my mentality. Because you know, I was once that kid that had an inflated ego, and anytime I felt even slightly disrespected, I felt like I had to react to show the other person like, yo, I'm a man. And you know what ends up happening? You end up doing dumb shit, and then you could possibly leave with irreversible consequences. So a person who's self-driven, a person who has discipline and self-love, they're gonna avoid all these situations that can allow them to make a mistake. You don't see successful people having an inflated ego. You only see the broke people on the street that are like, yo, you looked at me funny. Why'd you look at me like that? You looked at me for too long. There's a clear difference. Who worked harder? Who has more money? Who is actually successful? Who lives in a good house? If you want to be like those people, act like those people. If someone's pissed off and they want to cut you off, let them cut you off. Who cares? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you drop a comment, and make sure you like this video, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.